we're starting over because I'm gonna read these cards out. And anyway, so for the fucking 5th time, welcome to Project Mayhem. I'm Zach. This is Andy. I made this game. We're doing
Mayhem.
this. Got some Mayhem. I'm gonna read this off, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So, welcome to GameStomp, right here on Technical TV. News today in the industry as Digital Creations announced its fifth installation in its Grass Grower series.
What is Digital Creations paralleling?
Oh, I'll
Obviously,
explain
I
it.
know what GameStomp is.
Yeah, GameStop was supposed to be GameSpot TV. It's before XSplit.
I thought it was going to be GameStop.
No, I know it's supposed to be like GameSpot. Anyway, to those not aware of how boring and repetitive it is, the game involves the player growing grass. You heard me. As many viewers are aware, Grass Grower DX was just released not more than 2 months ago, so many critics cite simple monetary gain from this move. Regardless, DC expects to sell 5 million copies on its release date of next Tuesday. Some are calling games such as this crapware. However, this title has yet to professionally catch on. Grass Grower DX is slated to be released on the Sony Game Max, Sega Nemesis, and Nintendo Y. So, to answer your question, I was pretty jaded at this point. I had written a collegiate essay on why I hated EA. So, Digital Creations is supposed to be Electronic Arts, right? And that's the idea behind it. It was around the same time, I think, that, whoops. I don't know how to play my own freaking game. It was around the same time that I think the SimCity came out that everybody hated because they were really just trying to cash in on crap, and they were putting out a bunch of shovelware left and right, and it was just terrible. Anyway, this is a game that I made for game design class, and we had to pitch an idea, just like an original idea, and then if we did like a voting sort of thing. So if you got your class, or if your game got voted on and it stayed in like the certain ranks for that week, you actually got to move on, and mine ended up doing that. So we tried to recreate as much art as we could, but I mean, it was a pretty big game, and we were 2 people. It was me and Jenny, actually, at the first. She did all the art. And,
So I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings.
Yeah. You gotta go, don't you?
I'm getting like every 4th word of what you're saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like if I'm saying ha 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 ha, you're not hearing hardly any of it?
It was more like the longer you talk, the worse it got.
Okay, so we're back. We're gonna fix that up. So anyway, right. So with that in mind, with the idea that we made this for like a college class, the idea that not everything is finished is probably pretty apparent. But you can see where the custom artwork is. Like this, this road was. I think I made this road, or Jenny did, or somebody did. But whatever. This stuff isn't too important. I got the extra items, so it gets a lot. I don't know. It gets cool when we get going here. But so this is a guy in my class, and oh hey, Taryn, all ready for the final exam. You want to be Aaron? You can be the voice of Aaron.
Hang on.
Okay.
I'm figuring something out.
Uh-oh. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna keep going. Here I am talking to Aaron. We're going to our, we're in game design class. And DC, like I said, is EA. So Aaron's heard some bad stuff about this. Okay, I'm gonna cancel. Well, I'm not gonna cancel it again, but...
Okay, alright. I'm good to go here. So...
Alright, you be Aaron. I'll be Taryn.
Aaron, alright.
Okay, so to get you back up to speed again, Aaron and I are waiting in line to go to college to take the last big course. We're talking about digital creations. So I say, I doubt it, man. Those are the guys fueling the industry itself. Without guys like Digital Creations, we wouldn't have great games like Dark Carnage.
Hey, I know. I love Dark Carnage too, and I'm just saying. I've heard the big 3 companies have some crazy alliance going or something. I can't imagine something like that could ever happen. But if it did, I'm not sure there'd be much anyone could do about it. Anyway, I see the bus coming. Let's hurry up and get on. Let's hurry being one word.
Of course.
I need to look over some last-minute coding techniques for the exam.
This is the collector's edition, by the way. So everything should be pretty good. I'd like to point out I got an A+ on this.
What last-minute coding techniques could you pick up that you wouldn't have already learned. It's not like you can get lucky with coding.
Well, you know, you're right.
Like a Moogle.
But it's a Moogle nanny. I'll be him too. Hi there, Barco. I'm a Moogle nanny, and I can help you save your gaming progress. If you ever see any other Moogle nannies, they can too. I do want to save my game.
So now we're in Final Fantasy territory.
Well, we're actually at the college. See, these are glass doors. You'll notice they don't have those in Final Fantasy. We could go talk to everybody, but there isn't. It's basically just.
Like Link?
Oh, that would have been a great idea. I didn't even think about that. No, we can't do that, but that'd be a great idea. Join our sweet club, the Mixer Club. It's pretty awesome and really great. So most of this is just like, I built all this at the very beginning when I was still doing stuff by myself. And I was just looking for stuff to get in there for like, we had to do different updates and stuff throughout the class. Aaron.
Oh, I'm gonna wait a sec yet. I've really got to go over these last notes. There's no way it'll be as easy as everyone thinks, right?
Of course. So you'll notice that, like I said, there's some sprites that are. The more you get into the game, the further you get in the game, the more original artwork you will find. Where is it? Here we go.
That person in the back's like really big. Compared to
Yeah, you'll notice that they might be a little bit different there. So check this out. During design sessions, you may find yourself needing extra help. In cases like these, you can use items such as a floppy disk or CD. Take this floppy disk. I've got an extra. I think she's like an orc or something too, but so Proteus at the top is a shout out to another project in the class, and this is actually my teacher, my professor for the class, Professor Chen. I'll be Chen because I'm cool. So he says, "Welcome class." Let's see, how did he talk? He was really like quiet. He was like, "Welcome class. This is your final exam for game design class. I know many of you have probably crammed all night and haven't slept, but I'd like you all to keep in mind this isn't a normal test. It'll be much more unconventional and difficult. It will test all that you've learned so far." Some guys, "Come on, Chen, let's go." Well then, it may go against modern ethics, especially based on information. By the way, a class that he taught was ethics in the modern information age or something, whatever. Anyway, your final exam then is to defeat myself in combat using your best skills. Little Naruto action happening. That's correct. Death awaits all those who cannot master their programming potential. The test starts now.
Yeah, that's some really like.
If you could hear how great the original music is here, you'd be freaking out. So,
I mean, I could just boot up my copy of the game.
I suppose you could, yeah. So the what else did I have? I had my infinite loop, but that's not what I want. So you can see the original artwork here. It's pretty sweet too. But the reason he's throwing cookies is because I guess he was telling us one time that like somebody made him cookies, or no, there was like a joke where like his students wanted him to bring in cookies, and so he did. And then he brought them in, and they ate some, but he had leftovers, so he went and left them in his trunk for like a year. And then he ended up keeping them, and then somebody else was like, "Yeah, we heard you made cookies," like a year later. And so he brings them back in again, and he's like, "You don't want me to make cookies?" And it's like, "Yeah, we do." Oh my god, I just died. What the fudge?
Did you make this game?
Apparently I made this game very hard, so that was great. Luckily I saved at the Nanny Moogle. God, this is a lot tougher than I thought it was.
That's the end of the game. You guys couldn't put anything together.
Yeah, we were. I'm gonna link. I don't know. Did you ever see the preview videos I made for this too? It was pretty great. I'm pretty proud of those ones. But anyway, my point is, he went and gave all these people a bunch of old cookies that were a year old, and I don't know how they didn't die. Apparently they didn't. I think
you know the name of the song that's playing right now?
Yeah. In the soundtrack? It's something that Dustin made, but I don't remember what it's called. I should mention Dustin is a great composer.
Is the soundtrack in order for the game?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. But no, Dustin was...
Program Apocalypse?
No, I think that's a different one. There's a lot. Like, the soundtrack is great. No, they're all great. Like, I think the Porn Cafe is probably my favorite one. That one's really good. Yeah, I just kept missing too much last time. But, yeah, that's supposed to be my character based on me. Anyway, notice the dead people in the classroom. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats, Taryn.
Oh, the big one disappeared.
Yeah, he's dead. You passed the exam with flying colors. I can't say the same for your peers, however. Oh well. I'll have to call the custodians to clean this up. In any case, here is your declaration of game design. From this day forward, you are a professional game designer. In addition to the degree, I'd like you to have this CD. It has the recipe and instructions for my cookie skill. Also, take the CD case with it. If you should find other skills around or in shops, you can keep them in here. Go out into the gaming world and make us proud. So so the CD teaches skills, right? It's like Pokemon.
Okay. So if I would have known that beating the shit out of my computer science teacher would have gotten me a game designing degree, I don't think there'd be a whole lot of game design teachers.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit. You know, there's different things you can do. But... Hey, Aaron. You're not paying much attention. You're not paying much attention to this game at all.
I'm busy looking at other stuff. What? I missed it. Damn it. I'll have to talk to Chen hopefully and make it up. Anyway, I don't think there's any more reason to stay here. So let's go hit the LAN cafe or something, eh? Hey. Maybe you can give me some tips for the test.
Believe me, man. That test really blindsided me. But yeah, let's get out of here. So this is when you get Aaron to join, which... This is something I liked. I liked a lot because I liked it from Earthbound. Obviously, I was influenced by a bunch of old school games, so I got this from Earthbound. And you'll never guess where the Moogle nannies are from. They've had it in other games, but I wanted to point out too, because Andy, you mentioned it earlier that like we have custom, custom things.
Yeah, it's like you
this.
took a picture and then ran it through like a flattening filter.
So sort of. Actually, what happened was we took these pictures, and then I kind of told. Shoot, I was going to ask Chen about that TMNT language. Sorry, I got to go back quick.
Hey, maybe you should start writing these things down. Come on, let's hurry.
So no, Jenny did it. I gave her like a Photoshop kind of picture and then like an idea of what I wanted, and Jenny is an amazing artist. So she went and like kind of recreated it, and then through like the way she did it was her art style, but she freehanded all of that.
Agent Smith.
I'll be one of them here, yeah. Or unless you want to be this one, you be this one.
Okay, look, Chen. I'll ask you again. I'll ask you again. I insist you get on board with this. I very strongly insist you join this.
You have my answer, gentlemen. I will not work with DC or Cinevision on this plot. I teach these students to be professional designers, to design something with substance, not that crapware that your people are so concerned with.
Is Cinevision, is that Activision?
Yeah, maybe. We're not naming any names, but yeah.
Oh, we're not?
We are now.
Okay. I don't think you understand the situation. These people I represent need these experts. We're offering you a stake in this from the ground floor.
You have my answer, sir.
Could have made a fortune, Professor. Let's get back to headquarters, Joe.
You know, I really should have healed up.
Who the hell is that?
What did you do to the professor?
Look, kid, you just got yourself into a whole heap of trouble. There's no way you're getting out of here alive. This is the high-stakes world of game design.
Video game design.
Tara, I don't think they're going to take a no for an answer on this one.
Bring it on.
Double trouble.
Yeah, I don't remember. I need to heal myself up again here because I'm still not healed up. And so watch Taryn's attack, right? You watching this?
Yeah. You mean Aaron?
Aaron, yeah. Yeah, Aaron pulls out. He actually cocks his baseball bat. Throws a shotgun shell out. Why not? I got the idea from Shaun of the Dead, where he, I think he has was it a broom or a shovel or something like that?
Oh, yes.
So, okay, we gotta knock these guys out. Their damn cell phone technology that they have. And, actually, I'm gonna try use the stale cookie throw. That gives them food poisoning. So that'll should take some poison damage from that. Another thing too with this game is like the enemies are always just giant. Because if you remember, like in the old games, it's like Final Fantasy IV, your character would be really small, but the enemies were always just magnificently huge. Anyway, who the hell were those guys? What were they doing here?
He's crawling away. I don't know. What was all that about DC and Cinevision?
I have no idea, Aaron. But right now, we have to get out of here. Chen's dead, and we need to find out who these guys were and what they wanted.
I agree. Sticking around's only gonna cause questions. You fools! You'll never leave alive!
Notice his face is very bloody and his sunglasses are cracked.
Oh, yeah. It's extra ass.
Like I said, the further you get into this, the better it gets. Damn, Aaron, let's book it fast. I'll do this one. Hang on.
More mans.
All right, gentlemen, we have fugitives. We just got the signal to move in just a second ago. Fan out and find our targets. I want them alive, man. Yes, sir. Are you kidding me? Talk about your fast responses.
Come on, let's head down the hallway where you can hit the school's back door and get out that way. Hurry. But let's save first.
Yeah, well, you always gotta save. No matter how urgent the situation is, you always save first. Lots of random pots.
Only we could break those barrels.
I know, I should have thought of that.
Or those
There's an ambush!
Get some rupees.
Yeah, I really thought that, I guess he doesn't have any more at this point. So, yeah, the characters are kind of like, they're your standard fare. You have your physical attacks, you have your corporate lingo. You have your physical attacks, you have your mages, and stuff like that. And there was another character that we were going to have like as a secret character, but it never did quite get into fruition, unfortunately. But that was going to be, all these people were like based off people I knew. I think that's what kind of made it fun to do. It's like, we made, I'm sure you remember Kyle from, I don't know if you know Kyle or not, but yeah, he was
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, he's a black mage, a black hat mage in this game. So there's that.
What's DP?
What's
obviously
what?
That's like your energy points, but
What's DP?
yeah.
Well, that's a question you
What does
never
it
want to
stand
ask
for?
your parents, I guess. It was, I think it was like
What does it
digital
stand for?
points or something. I don't remember. You remember those giant ass cafeteria tables from like second grade? That's what they're supposed to be.
Yes.
So yeah, if you can hear the music right now, again, this soundtrack is just amazing. Actually, after we made this game,
I have the soundtrack.
yeah, I know, but okay, well, instead of Livewire, you got Deadwire, because I fucking love Mountain Dew Livewire. But no, after we made this game, Dustin got an offer to go do a soundtrack for an actual like commercial game, and I think this door is very locked. He was gonna do it and then never followed up with them. I think got some Funyuns or something like that. If you look at this too, look at this. Got some transparent
Oh yeah.
rooftops there. But okay, so we're moving along. Okay, I think we should be good from the guys in suits back there.
I'd still like to know what the hell they were talking about. Looks maybe like those rumors could be true.
Fortunately, it seems so. There's no way we can go back to the school as long as those goons are hanging about. But what else can we do? The school was pretty much our only connection to the gaming world at all.
Not completely. So, we just got basically like our new jobs, or you did.
You got certified,
So, like,
yeah.
Yeah, so like what do you need to go back to school for?
Well, because that's the connection. Like, so, think of it in real life, right? You have like a tech school. I don't know, I guess you didn't go to tech school, but you went to university. For tech school, it's like you have these tech companies that will come and put on like a job fair sort of thing, and they have reps that come out, right? So it's kind of like that. Hey, Aaron.
I told you I was keeping informed on the gaming situation worldwide. You think I wouldn't know more than just what the big corps want us to know? There's a rumor of a whole underground scene across the country. If we can find some way to get in on it, we could find ourselves with some powerful allies.
Alright. You seem to have some ground now with Chen's death and the corpse, so this wouldn't be that far off. But how are we supposed to find anyone involved? I'm sure they're not just wearing signs.
Our best bet would be the land cafe. We've got to take the long way to get there, but it could be worth it. These alleyways can be dangerous, though, so we should watch out for vagrants or the like.
There's always vagrants. Right, let's go. In true RPG fashion, we couldn't just hop the fence. We'd have to walk all the way around this whole freaking culvert.
Yeah.
Or culvert, whatever it is. I don't know.
That should have been a secret.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we just hopped the fence.
So you'll notice that some of these enemies are not quite the same art style as some of the other ones. And the reason for that is, like I was saying before, you had to pitch the idea, and I pitched my idea, and then since mine kept getting voted in, he threw the book at me. The people who were in like the lower tier afterwards of the ranks pretty much got phased out. So at that point, they became free agents based on their skills. And one of the people that got theirs thrown away was a girl named Elena, who became my official artist. Jenny was my unofficial artist, but Elena was my official one, and so... Get some granola bars here. So, while I pretty much had Jenny doing all this stuff because she lived with me, I had Elena doing this stuff so she had something to do, for one thing, and also she was, like, helping because... I mean, I couldn't just, like, always call her up and be like, hey, do this artwork, so... Jenny would do some, and then Elena did some. And so Elena did a lot of the battle graphics, and then Jenny did a lot of the outside battle stuff, or just the art in general. So if you're wondering about that, that's why that's the case. Also, if you're wondering if my voice is adjusting volume, it's because when my volume is still cranked, so I'm trying to like hear myself over all this really loud music when I'm in a battle here. So there's that. But yeah, like a lot of these, I don't know, a lot of these enemies are based on other things that I just kind of thought up, and like the Burninator.
There are a lot of puns.
There's a lot. Yeah, I love them. The Burninator is a play on, obviously, Strong Bad. It's like Trogdor, the Burninator.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. That is really freaking like...
Homestar Runner, I guess.
Yeah.
Full official reference.
Shoot, what the heck do I do? What's a floppy disk do again? Oh, right, that increases our attack power. God, what the heck did I set the freaking random attack to? Apparently pretty high. Okay, so yeah, we gotta keep hitting this guy. I really like Aaron's character. I don't know why. He just seems like a cool dude. That's actually based on a just a regular Facebook picture he had at the time. And he had that hat on, and it's like, you know what? I want this guy to be a bat. He reminds me of like some Irish guy you'd meet outside in the street who's like, oh, we gotta go beat some stuff up. You know what I mean? That's kind of what he makes me think of, anyway. These are all locked. You can't get any. Seriously, we're gonna be freaking just beefed up for these battles. What's gonna happen? We're getting pretty close to the land cafe, though, so I think once we get there, we'll probably end the episode. Because I know you gotta get to work pretty soon. And we'll call it good from there. We're not too far away, though. Unless you want to keep streaming from work, you can do that.
No.
You don't want to...
It's bad internet there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, so at least we can take these guys down in 2 hits, too. That's pretty nice. And I believe that I just leveled...
Not using any special stuff either.
Yeah. So, okay, we're getting pretty close. Here we go.
Hey.
This is seriously like the best music in the game, I think, right here. So I'll find a Nanny Moogle, and then let's... There's one.
Hey.
Alright, so that's what we got for now. When we come back, we'll hit up the land cafe. And there's one more thing I wanted to show you before we get going. Let's go log on to the internet here. Maybe we can look up some information on some newer laptops. Let's see, laptops.com. Not giving a shout out to laptops.com or anything, but you've accessed superporn.com. Just wait while your request loads. You got dial-up. Some sweet dial-up internet. This is not original artwork. Since this was for educational use, I pretty much swiped a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, when we come back on the next episode, Andy and I will venture into the LAN Cafe and what we have in store for that. So, see you guys, see you next time. To whoever is deciding to watch this, I guess. Probably just ourselves like 10 years from now. Anyway, see you next time.